answer right here, but I won't tell you. I have it from Heinz themselves.
Okay, we're both right. Because he talked
I was
about...
gonna say you both were wrong, but if you want to word
Well, let me tell you why. Because they're saying that Henry J. Heinz used it for 57 varieties, but there actually wasn't 57 varieties, and he picked the number arbitrarily because 5, because it was his lucky number,
everybody.
and 7 was his wife's lucky number.
Yeah,
What?
welcome to
That
Movie
is
Fight, where we argue
what
about
source is that? Because that's
Heinz
bullshit.
ketchup 50 with the 57 meats.
Wikipedia. No,
Yeah.
that's not true.
I'm sorry.
All right,
Please find a credible source that's better than the one I did.
I did. It's Business
alright.
Insider.
Oh God!
Wait, what? Business Insider?
Yes.
Business Insider.
Yes.
Business ethics.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is our business fight. It's
We're talking about stocks. Okay, even though the 57 was largely a made-up number, the Heinz company assigned 57 products to its list of varieties, including an ad, according to an ad from 1924. Classic Heinz ketchup was listed at number 48 on the list, with prepared mustard right behind at 49. By the time they got to the steak sauce, it was 57.
Hold on. No, I got a third one.
That's true. Everything says it was arbitrarily chosen.
So hold on, wait. Now there's 60, including plum pudding, strawberry preserves, India relish, alpha. So now there's 60.
There's 60.
So now you're wrong.
How am I wrong?
Because you said 57, now it's 60.
Well,
so
that was the 57th product. They didn't mean it was the last product.
yeah, now there's
Yeah, but that's
nine-
like saying they could just keep throwing numbers at it.
Well, they can. They
Why
can
would they
have
stop
Heinz.
at 57 if that was correct? That doesn't make any sense.
Well,
Was the steak sauce the pinnacle of things they came out with?
maybe.
Yeah, Heinz 57
Have you ever-
I'm calling
Rich,
BS on your
Rich, real
source, buddy.
quick, is better than A1.
What's up?
The Heinz 57, I think, is better than A1.
There's only 2 steak sauces.
See, I don't eat steak sauce.
I don't either, but when I
Because I'm a man. But like, I'll believe you.
when I have done it at like Texas Roadhouse and stuff, like sometimes their steaks are kind of dry a little bit here and there.
So you gotta moisten it up a little.
A little bit. You gotta moisten
little
it
steak
hard.
lube.
Yeah,
Steak lube.
that's what I call it. My sister puts it in like macaroni and cheese and shit.
I mean, I can see putting it in stuff.
One of my friends, she used to dip her steaks in ranch.
It's just,
talk to her.
it's just.
I wouldn't talk to her either.
Everything tastes good with ranch.
So, we just got done watching Project Power.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
literally 10, 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So it's
Fresh in the
our
noggin.
mind.
Yeah.
And Mike couldn't stop.
He's ready to unload.
All right, Mike.
Yeah, let me sit on this toilet and let it fly.
So,
Now, the first, all jokes aside, I was gonna say who directed the movie, because while I'm watching, I was like, man, there's some really good ideas in this movie. They're just poorly executed, and I think that came to the director not knowing how to shoot an action scene. All right, with the case, like that's a cool idea. Like I love the idea. He just didn't know how to do it. Didn't know how to progress the story. So instead of thinking like, all right, how do we get them from point A to point B that makes some sense? Like,
there's 2 directors.
yeah, exactly. And it felt like it was 2 directors. It was all over the place.
What else did he direct?
Yeah.
Oh, Paranormal
Activity
Activity 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Nerve makes sense, actually.
Yeah.
That type of lights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, he also is a writer on Catfish.
Okay, that's awful, but okay.
So, like you're saying, I would, if I know it's not, but if you told me like, oh yeah, the same guy who did Bright did this movie, like there's a whole bunch of stuff that you're like, where's the rest of that goes with this? Because it's high concept, it's not there. Similar like Bright.
Yeah. Bright was a little bit more flushed out with David Ayer because he's a little bit more seasoned director where while the ideas of like the elves and Beverly Hills and how it was, I wish they would have gave us more. At least it made sense in the context of the story. Like the girl knowing where to go on the ship.
As well,
Hatches popping up all over the place.
So that was a little far-fetched, but they did not address it at all. Like she was spending time with the whole digital layout of the ship.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like they didn't show any kind of instruction on the layout of the ship, and then she just did it.
So real
I'm not
quick,
saying it's far-fetched.
They co-direct a lot of shit. Everything that the one director, they both did.
I'm usually a fan of 2 directors because it seems like you can just kind of get more done, like, especially on bigger projects. Russo brothers, Wachowski siblings.
Yeah, it depends on chemistry, though.
Yeah, but
Well, they've been doing it since 3x3 or since Catfish.
yeah,
So
Make
pretty
a
much.
Mega Man movie.
Which was really funny because in the beginning where Jamie Foxx, we're gonna be talking spoilers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but-
Spoilers hard.
We're gonna
Hard spoilers.
No, hold back.
Ken can't not hold himself in.
So if you don't like spoilers, well,
You can just mute it and watch us.
Yeah.
But
Make a lot of hand.
when he went in to go see Newt, they had a retro system with Mega Man on the screen.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, it was Mega Man.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Easter egg.
Which was pretty funny.
So, just small detour on that. What do you think of Machine Gun Kelly as an actor? Forget everything else about
I don't know.
him.
That's the most I've seen him act.
There was another movie he was just in. Fairly
got a lot of
recently.
Oh, he was in
He's in a
that
couple,
Guns N'
wasn't he?
Roses. Not Guns N' Roses.
Oh, like Guns N'
Motley
Roses?
Crue.
Not that Motley Crue movie.
Yeah, no, not that one. There's another one he was just in. I don't know.
Bring him up on. Bring him up.
Yeah, there's a couple he's just in, but I was just curious what,
I know he
people
was.
think.
I'm pretty sure he was also
There's
like,
another.
filming a movie right now too.
There's another one.
I don't know.
There's The Dirt, but then there's
Yeah, he's in Nerve.
He's in Nerve.
He's in
Okay. Last minute. Wait.
Hold on, we're going.
Wait. What?
These are all videos.
But it's him as an actor because his name's not Machine Gun Kelly. You know, he was a Nerve. Which
Yeah. So he clearly.
He knows those people.
Wait. Hold on.
WrestleMania 29. That's good.
Something else I saw him in. Maybe it was a
All right,
TV
so
show.
I'm gonna go up now because those are all. Let's see.
Yeah, where is it?
Bird Box.
Never seen it.
Yeah, that was it.
All right.
I never saw Bird Box. either.
No, it's decent. It's a little overrated, I think.
I'll
but
say
it
this:
wasn't
I
bad.
didn't see him in the movie and was like, "Oh God, that was just awful." Or why did they put him?
The
in
King of
movie?
Staten Island.
Yeah,
is
that's
that.
what I was thinking of.
Yeah, he's been in some stuff. Like, I don't care for him as a musical artist, but I'm not saying he's a good actor. But like, he's not doing as bad as I would have
Hey,
guessed.
look at it this
you
way:
know?
he's not any worse than the girl he's sleeping with,
Huh.
Megan Fox. At least he can run without holding somebody's hand.
Yeah, that body though.
I know. You know, he must work out. I mean,
Yeah. I was waiting for it.
there you go. You set it up, and
I was waiting.
Yeah. There you go. I got it. I got it for you. I got it
I
for
was
you.
putting it down.
All right. Before we start breaking down a little bit more, I guess a lot of reviews I'm seeing are mixed.
I can see that. I mean,
IGN gave it a 3 out of 10.
What's that?
IGN.
IGN, the video game they reviewed.
this movie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They gave Project Power a 3.
that's about right.
Out of
10.
10. Okay.
IMDb has it at 6.1.
How many reviews so far?
Like 16,000 or 3,000.
3,000.
16,000.
So
It's gonna go down.
3,000.
we'll see. Yeah. So this
The
type of
Metacritic
movie.
score is 52.
So I mean, feel free to disagree, but what I find is that a kind of sci-fi, any kind of sci-fi, even if it's pretty good, other than some really like top shelf shit, even if it's a good movie on IMDb, it's kind of gets a lower score. I find there's movies that I think are fantastic. Now I know Mike will judge me on that because some stuff I like, but
You said the word fantastic in movies that you like.
yeah,
You're already like,
but no, like a really, really good movies. I'm like, oh, this has got to be somewhere at least in the 7s, and it's like a 4 or 5. You know what I mean?
It's not a good movie.
But you know this. You got a bunch of movies. You watch some shit that's
yeah, like, it's just one of those things that this movie seemed like it had a lot of stuff it wanted to do, but then it just kind of threw everything in there. Like, this, I don't know, I don't remember the last movie I've seen that had that much plot armor. Every single thing you're like, well, this guy, it's like, no, he did this, and then you're like, this happened just because of that, and you're like, wait, what? Like, everything, like, she was driving, she texted help, even though, like, he was looking, he's like, oh, didn't take her phone.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, she somehow picked him up,
Right.
carried him to a vet.
Yeah. No, they definitely did made her capable of way too much. Even in the realm of like, ooh, that's kind of unrealistic. She did it's way too much shit.
But the rapping, she was really good.
No, it was good. It was good.
That's how Bond.
Yeah.
She said her mom was a vet, right?
Yeah.
So the mom worked
at the vet.
Worked
What
at the vet.
doesn't have health insurance?
A lot of the small
They don't have
town
health
ones, yeah,
insurance?
little small ones. And they don't like my vet's kind of small. Like they don't make a whole lot of money. Like being a vet tech, yeah.
Nothing.
You do it because you
Nothing.
love animals for the most part, unless you're actually the veterinarian.
I'm digging real deep on it.
I mean, she was high enough at the vet to have, let her daughter have access to her keys and,
Or or she could have just taken him. I mean,
It's, I don't know. I'm trying not to. I didn't hate the movie. It's not
No,
like
no.
if someone was like, "Hey, you want to watch it?" I never seen it before.
like I think
watch it.
we all like the movie, right? But now we're gonna.
It hate it.
I didn't like it.
Oh, you didn't like it?
hate
No.
So,
Okay.
so for me,
I
like,
know.
it started off
Not at all.
super strong.
All right.
Like,
Okay.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt coming in, beating the shit out of some kids, like, and then it just kind of just dulled. Like, I really didn't care about Jamie Foxx and his daughter. Like, it hit.
Both of them.
But you got the
Yeah.
30-second flashbacks. I mean, you knew his whole backstory in 30 seconds.
So I feel like they just tried too much. Like same thing with the ending. Like I don't know the last movie I've seen like that had a more tied up ending. Every single thing is done.
Yep.
There's no like
Here's your bow.
this was the big people. They had one boat. Nobody got away. They then, her mom got soup. They drove off. Like
He's
everything.
gonna tell on his captain.
Like everything is tied up. That if there was not a sequel, which
Yeah.
they're probably gonna try to force one out.
Right.
I don't think they will.
So.
Well,
It
maybe
won't be on
maybe,
Netflix, at least.
maybe that's the reason why they tied it up, because it could have been, this is a movie where we have no intention of trying a sequel. We want to do a full story. Now that's unlikely because that's not the world we live in today. Most movies are set up so if it does well, they leave the door open enough to cash
Do a
back in.
sequel.
But
Yeah, that's why they said, well, there's other people out
they're
there.
gonna come after
Yeah,
you.
that's why I said,
right?
like,
yeah.
what next? Like,
They could
it's
easily
over for
start,
me.
make another one, but okay, so you didn't like it at all. Not even at all. A little bit. No. Okay, so what?
So I mean, it had some cool moments.
Yeah.
But overall,
Like the
I
overall,
just-
cinematography wasn't bad.
Yeah.
until that fight scene where at first, like you said, it was cool where it's showing the point of view of that chick. It's hectic. It's going crazy. They're fighting on the other side of the glass, but that whole scene, and then even when that chick died, like it's no longer her point of view, but then it just stayed there, probably to save money on the budget.
Yeah.
It was
Well,
like,
that,
they just made it all
that's
easy.
actually a good
It
question.
sucked,
So,
'cause, like, yeah, that you couldn't really see
Because of all the ice.
through
Yeah.
like the glass. It was all like fog. It's like,
But
so
it's
you-
like what's
like,
Deadpool
what's going on
with
out
the guns
there?
that they
I
left the
get it.
guns
It was
the
a
same
cool
way.
idea.
what was the
but-
budget?
but
for this?
Deadpool fucking pulled it off because
No,
Yeah,
but-
okay, but I mean, what's the budget? Because we gotta be fair with them. You know what I mean? Deadpool had
Nothing.
stupid
No,
money.
it didn't.
I'll
No,
bet
you
No,
Jamie
the
Foxx
first
soaked up all
Deadpool
that
got
budget.
cut by like so much money they had to remove that gun scene.
Yeah, I know that. But yeah, they still had a shit ton of money though, didn't
No.
they? Just now, what was? Well,
Hold on,
I'm
let's
curious
see.
what the budget was then. I still think it was a lot.
For a superhero movie, no.
and they made a killing, and that's why they gave it all of the money for the second one.
Yeah.
They're like,
Because
oh,
Philip
here you go.
Hughes-
You get Juggernaut. You get
85
fucking
mil.
That's pretty low.
85 million.
That's
for
pretty.
that.
yeah.
That's pretty low. I mean,
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Hold on, Roddy.
What could they do?
58 million.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
They cut like 50 mil from it, and that's why they had to
I
do
thought they
that.
had more
No.
than that.
No.
Wow.
No.
Okay, real quick, just as a reference point, what's the Netflix movie with Chris Hemsworth? I don't know why I can't think of
The
it.
new
Oh,
one?
Yeah.
Extraction.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
I haven't
what's the
seen it
budget
yet,
on
but-
that?
Super good.
Very good.
I'm
Really good.
wondering
Very,
if
very
the
good.
budget for that was higher.
Unsure.
than,
What is it?
Extraction.
Extraction.
Extraction. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't see it yet. I was on the fence about it just on the previews I had.
So that movie production value was way better.
Well, was that a movie
With
where
less-
it's not a sci-fi based movie usually has a lot of
Okay, yeah,
CGI stuff, right? So where's your money going?
90 million for Bright.
I can see that. That was CGI heavy though. Yeah,
Oh, no,
Like
Well,
it's really
Up
expensive.
to
you know?
106.
Oh,
you had the wolves, the fairies. You had to film in Los Angeles. Like
but the thing is, though, like I'm
more
excited
expensive
for
CGI
I'm
or
excited
really
for a
power
second Bright.
techniques?
CGI.
I don't care for a second.
CGI.
Like that's
Project
one I guess
Power.
thing about that movie. Like all the superhero stuff, none of it looked bad.
ain't no bad, but they never followed up. So
No, but I mean like at the beginning with Machine Gun Kelly, like that fire, which is usually hard to CGI.
Fire's tough.
Usually it looks either really bad or really good. That
look
looks
good.
like-
I didn't mind that, but that part was actually pretty cool. Got me, all right,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a decent movie.
And then the same thing with the ice wasn't terrible. The it was cool that the skin they showed that's the way it's all like constructed.
It makes me wonder if you could see like a breakdown of what did they do with that money. So like,
Baraka made a cameo.
was 70% of the budget just spent on like
Jamie
the
Foxx.
CGI and not
Sure.
story? Yeah, and then
Because
the
if you take them two out of that movie and you just throw
regular.
level actors in there.
Well, they already had second level Paul or Sean or
That's what I'm saying. Like they're the only
Sean
top
Penn.
shelf actors in there. So if you remove them from it,
But I thought the acting was horrible, and honestly, so I love Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and he took like a few years off because I know he had a kid. So I thought this was like his big, comeback role, aside from that Flight movie on Amazon.
Yeah, which you didn't like
And-
either.
I mean, it was alright, but
Yeah.
I thought he kind of phoned it in. I didn't know what accent he was trying to go.
I was
with.
just about to say his New
Yeah.
Orleans accent was
Is he like-
not good.
That's tough, but isn't the New Orleans accent's kind of a difficult one, isn't it?
it's extremely difficult.
Because
many
it's
different-
got you got
don't try to do it.
There's
Yeah.
there's the Southern, there's the French a little bit in there.
How many different
there's like a bunch of
dialects
shit.
have you
I
experienced?
mean, you can break it down from wards. If you're from a particular ward, so fifth ward talks different than third ward. Like you can really break it down. Like you
Yeah.
can tell what. Oh, I know where you from. You from, blah blah parish because you talk like this.
Yeah,
Allen
right.
County.
Yeah.
But
I mean, to give them just the benefit of the doubt, that's a
But
tough.
halfway through the movie, he
cut.
starts talking like a Midwesterner.
Yeah,
Like,
it's-
he wasn't
Yeah.
consistent.
if they
I don't know,
didn't,
that's just what I
if they didn't throw him into Saints jersey and trying to make him seem so homegrown
So-
that he
yes,
that he cared
yes.
about the city, then I
This
don't
is-
care about the accent. But because they threw him in the Saints jersey,
Man, this is my city.
Yeah,
He
you
could have been. He could have been like.
Cops can't do that.
Because as soon as he says
What do you mean?
over
Leave the
there,
cops go over there. I got this, and then he just runs in.
Are there- are there any,
it doesn't happen.
fairly
Go take a break.
not like humongous actors, but like decently well known from New Orleans. I Like, could
John,
it- like-
John Goodman. John Goodman.
okay, but
is
he,
from
I mean,
that area.
like, he couldn't make
I mean,
it.
he's a big actor.
No, I mean, but I'm saying, could they
Oh,
use
they could have
somebody?
been in that
Yeah.
role.
Yeah, could they have done better?
No,
I guess. You know
I
what
mean-
I mean, not well. Obviously, they could have done better, but like, could they have picked
Because
somebody?
it's not that many good. Like I said, it's
Lil
like-
Wayne,
Yeah.
Juvenile. We good. Master P.
Yeah, so that area, like there's some actors, but no one that can do like action.
Should have been Dr. John for sure.
Birdman. Dude, they got all these people.
Right, but
Will Fizz.
Wendell Pierce is probably the most famous actor from New Orleans right now. He's the guy from Jack Ryan. Like,
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good actor, but I mean,
Okay.
he wouldn't be cast in that role. I'm just saying, you didn't have to make them die hard New Orleans. Like New Orleans, you could have did that movie in New York City. It didn't add anything to the movie. The fact that it was in New Orleans played no part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to the
But
movie.
he had to care for his
Yeah.
city, though.
Yeah,
It had
Well-
to show
well-
why his motive, why he was doing it.
Well, think about it. They
Made no
needed
sense.
because of it's a ship. They needed a port city.
okay.
Okay, so
All right.
right, they
Could've
they
been
got.
Miami.
I mean, they got a few choices, right?
Yeah,
But they
it could've
needed.
been Miami,
They needed
Pittsburgh.
They needed a
Frickin'
port
explain
Maybe
city.
going
with-
in Boston or fucking somewhere New England
Boston
area.
accent.
Yeah, but they needed somewhere that had a very pronounced, like lower class area, right? I mean,
Anywhere in the United States.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I'm gonna say you're not really narrowing.
No, I know, but
this
you-
down.
I think it's going bigger.
Was it shot here?
probably. Yeah, but
Port City, poor shit. We win.
We win. We're number one. We're number one.
I put my ball. I didn't. I give it a nice 4 out of 5, 4.5, just slightly below average. Watchable. Good ideas, poor execution. When the guy turns into the big monster, I was like, oh, okay, we finally get somewhere, and then they just blow him up, and then it was over with. The super strong guy that was punching through the doors, he just gets shot in the chest. There was no payoff for that.
yeah, that there is some continuity issues there because he punched a foot-thick steel door and his knuckles were a little bloody.
Yeah.
But he gets hit with a shotgun and it looked like an alien burst.
Well,
out
I
of
think
his
the
chest,
time.
you
I think
know.
his time stopped.
Maybe his time ran out, but
That's
there's
what I'm saying. And then,
you know.
even with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, they had a really cool scene when the bullet hits
Right.
his eye and it shatters his eye.
like
and
days
it's- oh,
later,
man.
blood vessels are broke.
You're fired. Wait, no. You know something about the drugs.
Yeah,
Okay,
if-
you're hired.
If his captain was bad, then why would he give him the picture that for whatever reason he's been carrying in his hat?
Passing this down
like an old fisherman.
Where's the captain? Where's the captain's
Right.
hat?
You were not a torchbearer.
He keeps all his important documents in his hat.
So what this picture?
Nobody knows this, but I hide my
Like we're
important
wearing my
things
hat.
in my hat. I'm like Abe Lincoln. I put all my important documents in the hat.
Hopefully nobody ever takes it. my life would be over. All my deepest, darkest secrets.
Hey, Captain, why do you always wear that? Don't talk.
And hopefully it doesn't rain because it's not waterproof.
Off days, regular clothes. I was wondering why Captain would have just a regular baseball cap on.
Fishing hat.
Yeah, like,
fishing hat. And a newspaper clipping. You couldn't get a paper. I mean, like a picture
It's
of
not laminated or anything.
just newspaper clippings. Like he a damn ghost.
yeah.
Shit, where did that go?
Usually it's
Where's
like
the guy?
here's a lot of
Get him,
things.
or you're fired.
Nope.
No.
See, those are the things that a director that isn't paying attention just let slide through. Like, no, you gotta be like, no, he does not carry a
He was
newspaper
taking a shit when they
clipping in
filmed
his
that
hat.
scene.
I don't give a shit what they wrote the script.
So
I'm not filming that.
They had a bunch of big, well-developed sections, and then the transitions were bad.
just-
Yeah.
It was there.
And
to
there was
there,
a
to there.
yeah.
All they did was they made a beginning, and they're like, we'll figure out the rest.
Somebody he knew her and she knew him, and then that's
Well,
that.
they had a bunch of milestones from start to finish, but then
Yeah, luckily, Machine Gun Kelly, the first person you see, is her cousin of this girl, who then knows this guy, who then also, got caught by this guy because his phone rang perfectly, and it knew that it was the same, and then this, and then this.
Their big missions were to find each other and didn't even explore them trying to do that. They just suddenly, oh, hey, that's you.
Yeah.
Wait, but I'm looking for my daughter. Okay, well, now let's team up. It did not work for
Let me wrap this phone in tape and stick it to there. And
Oh my, yeah, that was
The
horrible. Oh my god.
man ever.
yeah,
Yeah.
I just walked up to
Luckily,
it.
yeah, they're fucking barely driving. They don't see this guy running, naked in a towel behind them, sticking the shit to the van. Luckily, he did that because that's what got him the big finale. I fucking thought it was horrible.
The more
It
Bernie
was
talks about it,
so
he hates it.
cringeworthy. I guess that's the best word to describe it is cringeworthy. The dialogue, just I fucking hated it.
Yes.
That's right.
Fucking hated
Tell
it.
him how you really feel, son.
Yeah, rip that fucking Band-Aid off.
Next time we fucking meet, it's gonna be below a 6.1.
Okay.
Okay, that fucking hated it. That's a
Think that-
strong like.
Is
yeah,
that your? Is
that's
that
another movie.
Is that
Wait, Russ Belief fucking hated it.
Yeah.
What's up?
What's underneath?
Yeah.
fucking hate?
What's another movie that you think is even worse than this?
What's the rating? I want to know your
So,
rating system.
yeah,
I guess the reason why I
Where's the
hate
bar?
it is because
Yeah.
I expected it to be just fucking a high octane, just badass, rated R action movie. Why was it rated R? Because he fucking shoved us, 2 spikes, same fucking, kill shot. They couldn't think of anything else. Shoved him with a spike. That's why it's rated R.
No, because of the fighter part.
It wasn't gritty. I don't know. I wanted a gritty fucking just badass.
Like, no superhero battles. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no
There
power.
was literally no power versus power battle.
No, what do you mean? There was a naked, invisible guy and him. And
No,
They just went
fuck
on a
that.
chase.
But he fucking him.
Fuck that.
Made me care about the characters, and I didn't. I didn't give a shit about him or his daughter, or I didn't.
That's what I
fucking
said.
care.
It didn't hit me. Like, usually when you get something like that, like, people are like, damn, I'm invested in this. Like, this dude, I want him to find his daughter. And I'm like,
I feel like they should have started with him and his daughter doing that whole thing.
Yeah.
Then transitioning to the drugs. Then transitioning. You know what I mean? Like
Why-
just
why
it
would
would
they-
have been better if one of them died at the end.
Why was that chick at the end? Why was she suddenly the fucking villain? They should have kept that guy alive who got all big and shit, because he was the guy that set it up in the beginning. You think
Yeah.
he's gonna be
Yeah,
the guy?
apparently he's just
Suddenly
nobody.
he just fucking
He's just a
explodes.
salesman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they
But then they didn't
never
develop,
care about
they
those
didn't
sales.
develop
I know.
anything else after that. So
Fuck.
then there's this new villain who you don't know who the fuck she is, what her, you don't fucking know, but you don't care. You just want it to be over.
All right.
They got
So-
too many characters that are underdeveloped. I'll give you that.
Yeah, there's just too much that. Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character. What was his name?
Well, it's
Was it Frank?
I don't know, but it's funny you say that because I was just gonna say that the movie could have just not had him at all.
Yeah.
I mean,
Good.
honestly,
Alright,
if it
so-
was, yeah.
So real quick, off of this, I have 2 topics. Okay, one. What movie, Patton, let you down the most.
Like you fucking
No,
hated this.
that's it. That you had such high hopes for from trailers, from word of mouth, from whatever.
This is easy.
And then it just fucking. We're not talking Star Wars only.
I'm not even gonna bring up Star Wars.
That
Not
then
even
just
gonna bring
fucking
it up.
just let you down.
Put your lightsaber away, bro.
Oh my god, I forgot that. Because he was like, bro, we gotta go see this. And then he's like, don't fucking see it.
Ad Astra, easy.
Oh,
Horrible fucking movie.
Brad.
Boring as shit. Nothing happens.
Yeah.
No, something happens, and it happened in the trailer, and that was it.
No,
right there.
you're right though. They made you ride in the seat the whole time to the very end, and you're like, finally,
Yeah.
this long shit, and you're like,
I never seen it.
It's gonna
because
all
of
come
that.
together.
I never
Like,
seen it.
there's a reason for
Yeah,
everything.
watch it, 'cause
This happened because of
Brandon
this.
told me that. I was like, all right, cool. I gotta see
Nothing
it.
fucking happens.
Yeah, because he was like,
There's
bro,
no reason for anything.
we going this day. I think we had a podcast that day or something, so I didn't go. And then like the next day, he's like, this fucking thing sucked.
Me and my buddy went, and I guess at the end when we talked about it, we both wanted to leave, but we're waiting for it to all. Okay, well, there's gotta be something coming.
The girls never
There's
came.
gotta be something coming.
no, but you're right. They do string you along the entire movie till the
That's what kept me in the seat.
till the very last bit, and
They're
you're
like,
just.
hey, dude, one more
Just
day.
wait.
One more
I promise
day.
it's coming.
We'll
I
have
promise.
sex. One more, I promise.
No, and they do a very good job of stringing you along. It's not like you're left there like, well, I'll stick around.
They're,
Like, no,
like,
you're
sharing a little
you're like, oh, this
skin.
is definitely some shit's gonna go. It's like be
Uh-huh.
something. It's gonna be
great
big.
and foreshadowing too when it
Yeah.
it's that chick he meets and she's hiding something. What's she hiding? Who the fuck cares? Because it doesn't mean anything. It means nothing.
Yeah.
Mike,
stop now.
Stop.
I'm not even gonna do it. It was Matrix Revolutions.
okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
The last one.
Yeah.
It's.
We just-
I went to go see it with my brother, and no one talked on the way home. A wide ride home. They don't wanna- we ain't want to talk about it. 'Cause you don't understand.
No music, just
The Matrix, obviously, I went to go see The Matrix like 8 times in a movie theater. I love that movie.
yeah. You were
And
like, you were 27, 20.
Don't start me. Don't start. We'll be here all night. Don't start. Love The Matrix when I was younger. And I love Matrix Reloaded. I thought I'll put that in my top 3 movie experiences. That the highway
second
chasing
one.
Yeah, the highway chase scene.
Yeah, that
You're
video
right.
game
From
was
that
so good.
part, when he goes in the kitchen,
Yeah.
all the way from like the next hour, that's probably the
Yeah.
best experience I had in the movie theater.
All right. That was groundbreaking.
I mean, I remember I was like, this is it. And
Nothing's
then,
gonna get better.
Hey, and then
that
I
was
watched
from that,
Matrix Reloaded that whole summer. Because if you remember, Reloaded came out the summer and Revolutions came out in the winter. It was like November or December. It was
Were
weird.
they that close
It
together?
came out.
They filmed
came
them
out-
like back to back.
Yeah, they came out
Okay.
like in the same year. So I was like,
Okay.
oh shit, it's ready. We're ready to go.
Yeah.
And it just never took off. It was just like,
Yeah.
wow, this is what you do. So that was it.
That was your big one. Of your
Yeah,
big-
and I don't. As I went back and rewatched it, it isn't that bad. Like it's still not good. But
Well, but I get what, that makes sense though, because in the moment at the time you have the anticipation to
Yes.
just build up and then.
because
you
this
know.
is the
Expectations
closure.
there.
This
Yeah.
is the closure to what I at the time was my favorite movie. Like it was no question. Matrix and Matrix Reloaded was my favorite movies. It wasn't even close.
Mhm.
And you get to what's supposed to be the finale. We're gonna up the bar from what Reloaded did. Like that's what you're thinking, and it just
So,
fell flat. Like just imagine if you went to go see Avengers Endgame and it just fell flat. Just
how
dud.
Yeah.
untrustworthy are you of the 4th one?
Oh, I'm super spectacle. I got my monocle. Yeah, so like I'm not rushing in like, oh my god, this is great. I'm like, yeah, show me what you got.
Well, it'll be
We'll
interesting
see.
too because it's only one of the sisters now. It's only one of the sisters.
Yes,
So, like,
siblings.
Siblings. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Look, I don't dislike them as filmmakers. What's that? Jupiter Ascending. That is what's your rating? A fucking hated it or terrible, whatever your
Yeah,
boss
it's not a good movie.
That's one that I fucking.
Wait.
That's what I had like a high expectation for. I was
Actually, never
like,
seen
this
that one
shit
either.
looks like awesome,
Yeah.
and then like I'm watching, it, I'm like, this is dog shit. Like,
Dog
come on,
shit.
like
I
what
got
the
that reminds
fuck?
me of another one that's I think they were around the same time, or maybe it's just because they had kind of not spacey things, but also one of Disney's biggest fails, John Carter.
Yes.
John Carter hands.
That was supposed to be so
It was
big.
supposed to be just the biggest thing.
I remember,
Now,
like they were comparing that shit.
Look at that budget.
They were
it was huge.
Yeah.
It might have been. It might have even
because
been more.
they were comparing it to fucking
It might have been like
Avatar.
half a
At the
billion.
time. At the time, they were like, "Oh, this could be like Avatar," and then everyone was like,
Yeah.
"Nah, it's not.
Now-
it's nothing like it."
Now, Mike,
Okay, box budget and box office. Let's see.
I don't hate this movie.
Of course you don't.
Ooh, it made money. Made
A
30
little
mil.
bit, a little bit. Not enough.
What was it?
Wait, what was the budget? No, no.
250 million.
You gotta keep in mind, I lost money.
I know, because of everything.
Yeah, to make money, you almost have to double.
I know.
Yeah.
But I mean, just by those numbers, you think it makes money. 30 mil, which isn't much.
30
but-
million to Disney is what I have in my pocket. Like
Yeah, let's see.
$2.30.
How much did John Carter lose? Lost 200.
200 million.
Yeah,
Yeah,
double.
it was a big fail. And when you watch it, like, you get it. It's, like, the CGI stuff, pretty good. Kind of a neat concept, but just stories and the acting, I don't remember his name. And
Taylor Kitsch.
yeah, I don't mind him as an actor, but he's
Not for a lead role.
He's just kind of like a big dumb guy.
That was the
Now,
year.
he was in Battleship too.
He was in Battleship.
He played
Like
like
the Battleship.
Maybe I
think
don't
it came out the
know that I
same
have
year.
kind of a little bit of a man crush on the guy because I kind of like John Carter too.
That was the year they were
I
just.
kind of like John Carter.
I know you do, because
Yeah.
my wife loves it. I've seen
You know,
it.
honestly, actually,
I swear to God.
there is one specific thing about the movie.
You guys should just,
You have.
Steph, I'm out.
You spent a day with Stephanie.
We'll switch. You guys can switch off.
Yeah.
Movie swap.
But with that movie, actually, the biggest thing I like, the little dog thing for some reason.
Oh, it
just-
runs really
Yeah,
fast.
like that's actually my favorite part of the movie.
I like
Just-
I like how they did the gravity effects. That was cool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. No, the effects are pretty good in it, but yeah.
Do you get all giggly when the dog runs around?
Yeah, because he's kind of like a bulldog pit bull thing,
It's
you
just
know?
running really fast.
He's just cool. Yeah, I like English bulldogs. He kind of reminds me of that. So yeah. But
Yeah, that was the year they were shoving Taylor Kitsch just down your throat,
Yep.
just hard.
And
Yeah.
Savages was around
Take
then
it.
too, right?
Yep, Savages, Battleship, and that. That was supposed to be
Savages was another
the-
one that
the
I was a
summer
huge
flick.
letdown.
Hey, like you gonna like this dude. Every one of those.
Oh yeah, of course
movies
Alyssa likes that
Every-
movie.
do you want him to have the standalone Gambit movie
Not now.
after seeing Battleship? No,
No,
more.
it's supposed to go to Channing Tatum.
Yeah, it's supposed to go to Channing.
Right? Yeah.
Well, he was just. What movie was he just in? Where he was in that movie like 21 Bridges or
He was
something.
actually good because he wasn't the lead.
Wasn't the lead character.
Yeah, he was just like that.
Yeah.
That movie's not bad
like
either.
that
I liked
movie.
that movie.
That was a
I liked
nice,
that movie.
contained movie.
Question: do you like The Covenant? With
Uh,
him and I don't know anybody else in that movie, but I know
is
he's
that
in it.
where they
That's-
use their powers?
Yeah, they're like a family. They got like.
I don't dislike it. It was okay.
Because that's one of those movies, like, it's kind of shitty, but, like,
6.6.
I kind of like it.
It was better than it had business being. That's the thing. Like
Yeah.
you hear the idea, I was like, okay, this is some.
Well, that was one of those
shit.
ones that I remember when it was coming out, I was pretty hyped for. And
Yeah.
The way they did their powers and stuff in it, I was kind of
Yeah.
let down.
The concept of it.
Yeah, I was a little bit let down in it. I still liked it, but.
I think there's still cheese on the table for that concept of you turn. What was it like? You turn 21, you get power. I can't remember.
It was like, yeah, I think it's 18 something. But yeah, you hit that age, you start getting your powers, and then the more, I believe it was the more you use them, the stronger they get, but the more you use them, it ages you or something, and
you can
damages
take other
you.
people's power. Like there's a lot you can do.
Neat
with
ideas,
that.
but like, yeah, it wasn't the greatest.
5.3.
That's fair. That's
about
about
right,
what
yeah.
I would think.
I was gonna say, that's
But
about
again,
right.
that's another one of those movies.
John Carter has a 6.
Yeah, I mean, even for just the like visual aspects of it, I mean, it's not nothing.
No.
It's probably gotten better with age too. I bet that score has gone up over the years. But initially, it was just the
it's-
expectation was so high.
Exactly. Yeah.
It was let down.
If you just discovered the movie, like not knowing about, we weren't around when it was being hyped up, and you just watch, you're like, okay.
It's one of those ones that if you watch it, not knowing about it, you may actually like it.
Yeah.
But when you go in like this is the summer blockbuster, the end all summer blockbuster.
Right.
Now on Disney Plus.
Supposed to be one of Disney's biggest things. you know?
So it's pretty funny. A lot of movies I haven't been let down by because a lot of the movies I haven't seen. Well, like
What do you mean?
like Ad Astra. Patton was talking to me. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that
When
looks
someone
pretty
tells
good.
him a movie's
Never seen
bad,
it.
he never watches it.
Oh.
John Carter. Never actually fully
Yeah.
seen it all the way. Like
Yeah.
like some movies like that if somebody that I actually like respect their opinion, like
Oh,
man,
thanks,
this
man.
is this is the
Appreciate that.
you know how many movies have you seen?
All of them.
but that's what I'm saying. Like it's not like you're just some random person. It's like, hey man, you seen this? No, like
No.
you know, but. If it's somebody that I actually like trust their opinion and they're like, dude, this is dog shit, this is this, maybe I'll watch it eventually. You know what I mean? Like, or around the time if I didn't have somebody to go with to, and it's when I didn't care enough to go see by myself.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I might say it, but I'll tell you why. Like, this is why I
No,
fucking hated it.
exactly.
You might like it, but this is why I
Yeah.
fucking hated it.
I'm all for it. Like I'm all for like I like movie. You don't like a movie. The only thing I ask is just tell me what you
Yeah.
didn't like.
Yeah.
Don't just say it sucked. Like,
Yeah.
okay, that's great. What didn't you like?
No, and that's fine. Like I said, like some movies, if they're on, I'll watch them. You know what I mean? Like if I have nothing going on, like I never really wanted to see The Meg. I was like, okay, that looks meh. But
Yeah.
one day I was
That shit
just
was
bored
so
enough, and I
good.
watched it, and it was enjoyable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, sure, it's not the best movie ever made. It knows what it is.
Yeah. Well, you know what to
It's a
expect
decent
when you
shark
went in.
movie.
Yeah.
Decent shark movie.
Like Underwater. Never really wanted to see it. Didn't really know much about it.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
No, and that movie was better than I like.
Yes.
That was one of those ones that like it was kind of one of the only things out. We wanted to go see a movie.
Yes.
So,
So,
let's go do this.
like, some
Shock,
movies like
shocked
that.
me when
kind
I
of-
found out that it was Cthulhu.
better. Yeah, didn't see that coming
Yeah.
in. Like, not a huge fan of
Kristen
Kristen
Stewart.
Stewart as an actress, but like, she did good in that role. I think.
Like, you know,
And
like
had
some
the
of
one
the
dude from
like some of the
Deadpool.
most
The dude who plays Deadpool's friend.
oh TJ
Oh yeah.
Miller. Some of the biggest flops of the last like few years I haven't seen. Never seen Ghostbusters the remake.
With the
Terrible.
with
It
the
was so bad.
it's really bad.
I know. Not
really
to sound sexist, never seen the new Charlie's Angels. Alyssa enjoyed it, but I heard it's also.
I've never
atrocious.
seen a Charlie's Angels.
I've seen the first two because I was a
I've
teenager.
seen the,
I was a
the
teenager
older
and
videos.
You needed fat material.
dude. We've all been there. Yeah, they were in their underwear. I've seen some,
Yeah.
fond memories. Sounds just like yesterday. Now, so that's like one thing with me is like, now if it's a bad movie and I hear like a bad review, like IGN hypothetically gave this movie this review, I don't really believe that. Because they've reviewed things that I've enjoyed.
Yeah.
They've reviewed video games that I've enjoyed a lot that they said was atrocious. So it's more so just with word of mouth.
Well, and that depends on, like you said, I think a lot of it is your expectations. So I go into almost every movie dry. I don't watch trailers for a lot of stuff. I don't read any books at all.
Yeah.
It's just not my thing. I like movies, but I don't, because, so everyone who reads a book before a movie, most people are like, oh, the book was better than the movie. That's always the
Yeah.
case. But if you never read the book, it's again your expectations. You're not let down because you don't know something that they didn't dive into because of the story. And that's the same thing. If you don't have the anticipation and the build-up, like a John Carter, or you were pretty excited for this movie, I think that definitely impacted some. Like if you went into this not knowing about it, somebody just laid it on you, would you fucking hate it? Or maybe you would. I don't know.
Well, because once again, even without watching a trailer, you look at Jamie Foxx, you look at
Yeah.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, two great actors in my opinion.
Yeah.
That Jamie Foxx, I just feel like he phoned it in.
Hey, you want
and
just
Joseph
money?
Gordon-Levitt,
He took that paycheck
I get
and
that, yeah.
ran with it.
Yeah. No,
So-
they both.
even not knowing anything about the movie, seeing them, on the fucking poster,
Yeah.
I would expect more.
It's a good point. It's a good
All
point.
right.
I agree with you. They're
Another
better than that.
topic that was brought up from that. What movie have you really thought about that either was a waste of time or a certain character did not, or a certain plot point did not matter for that movie's outcome? Like one of the biggest ones that always come out, is always Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
The first Indiana Jones, he was not. If he died at the beginning of that movie still would have played out the exact same way.
Yep.
The
Nazis would have got
the Ark.
Yeah.
They
They
all
would've
died in the
opened
cave.
it and
they
he
would've died.
literally had nothing
Yeah, you're
to
right.
do
That's a good point. Yeah.
with that movie.
Yeah.
If he was not in it, the
Yeah.
movie would have played out the exact same way.
One of the most recent and big name. I agree with you, by the way. I think Captain Marvel. I think the whole Marvel series could have completely not had that movie, and it wouldn't have mattered.
But
I think it
what
was forced in there.
What they did is they're
made a
trying to
space
get
for
a
it.
powerful hero to replace Tony Stark. That's what she's supposed to do.
Because
I
she's
mean,
the woman.
Because in the newest comic series, Captain Marvel is the leader of the Justice
No,
League.
I get it.
I know,
Did
but
you
that's
say-
why.
No, I know what you're saying. But like,
Whatever.
no.
Avengers, you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
but it was forced.
Yeah.
And if you'd have watched all those movies without that character, I don't think it would have changed hardly at all.
Because Marvel wanted some of that Wonder Woman money.
They did.
Another one that I
Too
recently.
bad they didn't get it because
was
Wonder Woman
thinking
did it
about-
first. And
I think it was the first Tomb Raider movie. It's all about finding those two triangles and connecting.
Oh,
them,
yeah.
Yada yada yada. She gets the first one. All she has to do is destroy it or hide it or get rid of it, and guess what? The movie's done. But they're like, no, I need to go get the other one as well. It's like, why?
And then break him.
Why are you bringing them together?
Yeah.
Because I have to for this plot.
That's like any of the movies
Yeah.
with like the Lost Relic. It's always like that because they always see what the relic does. It's like you get to a point where we gotta use it to show what it does, but it
Right.
do. Like you can get that with any movie.
But like I said, like those movies that, you know, after the end of it, you're like, wait, this was like he said. If Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character wasn't really in it,
I don't think he needed to be there.
because what did he actually do to move it forward? He tossed him the gun and he shot the guy.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah.
Real quick,
He-
if he wouldn't have shot the guy, we would have had a badass battle between
Well,
Jamie Foxx and that big
He
dude.
also ruined the one scene because if he wouldn't have came down, Jamie Foxx would have probably that guy probably wouldn't have taken the pill and been all big.
Right.
There's all, you know what I mean, like it
Yeah.
all didn't make.
The more I have to think about this movie, the worse it gets. Because when they shot him at the gate, did they just leave him?
That dude.
Right,
Somebody's
yeah,
got
yeah.
murdered, and they're over there just like, nothing fucking happened. What happened to that dude?
Oh, we shot you.
And they didn't notice that they riddled him with bullets, but there's no blood.
He's gone.
No blood, didn't go in there. No, you're right. There's a lot of plot holes.
Well, and also like,
Think about it.
is there no downside to his power? Mine is like you get a scar. Because like
How did you find out his is based off of? So, wait a second.
because his also like
He's
strength.
been taking it for a while because that's how
He's
knows
taking- yeah,
the
he's
girl.
taking it before,
He's
like,
been
he-
taking
That's
it
how
for
he
a
knew.
while.
That's how he knew he was invincible.
So, but his daughter. So his daughter was taken because he said, "Where do you think they got the formula from?"
Wait,
I thought they got the. Didn't
Well, no, they
No,
were,
I got
no.
some of it from him.
they were experimenting on him.
yeah, they're
and
already
they
working
passed
on a
it to
pill.
his, yeah, they
because
passed it to his daughter.
Yeah.
And then he had magic seed, which means there's other.
Right, yeah. No,
That's
that
what he
means,
did. He had power seed.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I mean? He
But
just,
unless he's the only one in the world, which they would, you would think isn't true. There's
but then
some
there's
other people
other
that.
like that.
I was saying
yeah.
they showed the others.
Yeah, but I mean, that may be true, but also you get obviously it's the beginning of this product, the power thing. So there probably is. They haven't found him yet. You know what I mean? Maybe that's the could be a sequel.
It's a great concept.
All right. Well, on to a better note. Other things we watched this week: season 2 of Umbrella Academy.
Did you
Well-
watch it, Mike?
I have not seen it, but please talk freely.
Do we want to discuss? Do we want to make that another episode, or do we want to bring it up here?
Well, it's up to you, Mike. Also, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure how long you have until. Are you gonna stay for the whole cast, or are you gonna dip out a little early?
I'm gonna
I
have
got
to
like
go
10 more minutes.
Okay. 'Cause I was gonna say, if you want to dip out, we can discuss it without you, and then you can throw your notes in when you see it.
Okay.
If you want to do that.
Because I am going to watch it. It's
I know,
not
I
a
know.
thing where, but I didn't watch it.
So that's completely up to you.
I watched Watchmen again. I'm sorry. So,
Are you gonna watch Lovecraft County?
I am. I am
That looks
excited
pretty
for it.
good.
The trailer of it is all the thing. It's all my kind of weird. I
Right.
love
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening. Like I can't quite put together what's happening, but it looks very interesting.
Yes.
Everything about it looks interesting. It's a time period, which I like. Time period things.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, I know we were supposed to watch Peninsula and Tax Collector. Peninsula, we haven't been able to find, and Tax Collector, we had some
Technical difficulties.
some issues watching it.
I'm gonna get checked up.
Yeah.
I need to do that before I leave.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's fine.
No, but as far as the discussion of the Umbrella Academy, I mean, we can do it now, but I kind of want to do that as a separate thing. You know.
Sure, we can
Yeah,
do
we
that.
can do that.
I know the biggest thing is Patton was the one that actually watched it from start to
Yeah,
finish.
he
Yeah,
went
season
he
one,
went full
season two.
bore. Season 1,
So,
season 2.
Can you just give us a number rating if you were to rate it
real
on
quick,
IMDb?
I told you that they weren't gonna do time travel stuff when she got her throat slit, bro. Because after she got her throat slit, he was like, bro, they're gonna do some wacky time travels.
By the way, spoilers on Umbrella Academy.
That's season 1. It's been
Yeah.
out for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
So at that point,
No.
whatever.
No.
But he was like, "Is they're gonna do this shit?" And I was like, "Nah." He's like, "Yeah, they are."
Yes, they are.
Is she his daughter?
Yeah, but no, it'll be I'm excited.
Hey,
to
it
talk
was just the
about
way they shot it, and then they showed his daughter getting kidnapped. Then they flashed right to her, so it's like, oh, one of those foreshadowing.
It could have gone anyway. Yeah.
It could have, because like in some movies when they do that stuff, it's foreshadowing.
Mm-hmm. Wait, there's a Titanic too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, bro. Of
They
course
said it
is.
couldn't happen twice.
But then it did.
Strange.
Go to settings. Oh, here I got you.
But yeah, just save it. Give me a chance to watch it. I'll watch
That's
it.
fine.
I'll watch it. Anybody else see anything interesting this week? I didn't see anything. Sorry.
Nothing.
Old,
I mean,
new.
we finished Lock and Key. That's a good show.
Yeah, James was telling me about that.
Well,
Is decent?
I wouldn't mind. I mean, we could discuss that. I haven't finished it yet, but
I rewatched Jurassic Park 3 the other day.
That's the one with Vince Vaughn.
No, that's the second one with Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, the second one is.
Yeah, I always get the second and the third one
Yeah.
mixed
The
up.
second's the one that's never. So when they air it on TV, you get mostly the third one and sometimes the first, but never the second.
Never the second
And
one.
I don't know if it's one of
Yeah.
those weird things about like who owns the rights or whatever.
Well, I think that was the worst rated Jurassic Park. Of the
Yeah.
seven.
The second one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty sure.
That one also, it's named different too. It's The Lost World Jurassic Park, not
yeah.
just
Yeah, it's
Jurassic
not
Park.
playing anything.
Right. So, but yeah, I've started watching The Witcher. So
Oh, you
I still-
never
I
saw
still-
The Witcher?
I still gotta
Well, his-
finish that.
it's when it came out. It was one of those ones that I wanted to watch with Stephanie, you know, so we could have a show together. And she just had no interest. She was burned out after we. She enjoyed it, but we finished Game of Thrones, and she was
Yeah.
just kind of over that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
You know, so
Oh,
she didn't want to
medieval.
watch it.
No more castles, please.
Yeah, so I just started it.
I'm done with this type of world.
Yeah, so
I like The Witcher.
yeah,
I
so
thoroughly enjoyed it.
I'll finish that
I
up.
got like 2 episodes left. Like I like it. I just stopped watching it for some reason.
Yeah.
I
I do
actually-
a lot of shows.
I actually just got the first book
Oh, nice.
to read it.
So
I like how they kind of the timeline they did for it was kind of interesting. How they
Yeah, how they do it, like where it's
starts where it ends up.
yeah.
so we'll
Might just be all
see what when I finish it, how I feel about it. But other than that, I just watched. Stephanie and I watched Palm Springs.
Okay.
It was really good.
I know you also just watched all of What We Do in the Shadows.
I did.
The
I am
TV
fully
show.
caught up on What We Do in the Shadows.
I told you it's good.
It is good. It is good. My biggest fear was that I liked the movie a lot. I was worried that the show would dilute that and it would be kind of
It's
like
different.
a shell of the movie. But
Yeah.
it's more or less just like a continuation of
Yeah,
that story.
it's
you
the
know?
same type of thing with added stuff.
Added stuff, but it's good.
It's not.
good.
They didn't water it down.
No, they didn't. They didn't water it down, and they even had well, I won't say it, but they had some cool stuff. And,
Yeah.
worth a watch. If you liked What We Do in the Shadows of the movie, you'll like the show for sure.
Like I just watched, like I said, Walk the Line and Balls of Fury. That's what I find.
Interesting.
Good stuff, man.
You just watched Balls of
No,
Fury?
no.
Oh,
like, you've seen it
Which
before, but like
made
you
me
just
laugh
rewatched it.
because, like, not knowingly, I watched Walk the Line.
Yeah.
And then I watched Balls of Fury, and I didn't realize that the guy from the T-1000 from Terminator
Uh-huh.
is in both those. He's Johnny Cash's dad, and then he plays the Balls of Fury's guy's dad. Ricky
Oh, that's right, he
Daytona's
does.
dad as well.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, wait, I'm watching two.
He always plays like a shitty dude. Like
Uh-huh.
bad guy.
It was just
Robert
funny.
Patrick.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he was at Comic-Con, he was okay, but he had somebody block him off. Like he literally had curtains around him so you couldn't see him.
You know he's from Michigan.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
But I don't know, it just made me laugh
Oh, wow.
because I was like, unknowingly, like you with your man crush from Battleship.
Apparently, I just now realizing this.
Yeah. That's
That's how you know it's real.
I didn't know. I didn't know. But like,
His feelings
it's,
for years.
these are shitty movies that I happen to like, and the only linking thing is that guy.
like yeah, like I said, like I watched that, and then Balls of Fury was starting, and I saw his dad. I was like, "Hi, look at you."
You're in things.
Yeah, I know. This week I'm gonna start Lovecraft County. We're gonna try to watch Tax Collector.
I'd start that.
How you feel about week-to-week episodes now?
I'm not gonna like it, but
Yeah.
Wait.
well, Lovecraft County because it's on HBO.
Yeah,
Oh,
HBO dropped
so-
it full load.
yeah. Well, so this is now that a lot of things are coming out, just like here's the whole season I can binge. But what I used to do, and I still do all the time, is I won't watch something till it's done,
Yeah.
and then I'll start picking it up. I did that with Dexter, How I Met Your Mother, a bunch of shows. I will watch nothing until the series is done, or at least there's like tons of shit.
No, I'm fine just watching it.
I'm still mad at that ending of How I Met Your Mother.
I don't know.
That
Like I said, I'm
was
fine with it.
terrible.
Like just the
hard
build
to
up.
stick that landing.
Just watch
That show was so good, and then it was just like, yeah.
Yep.
What else? Oh, what else is coming out this week?
Peninsula should be any day.
What?
Peninsula.
Oh,
yeah.
that's-
Yeah, then I'm sorry that I got you all excited about.
I know, about
being
going
able
to the
see
movies.
I know, dude. Like,
Dude, I'm sorry. It was
you teased so hard.
Like I said, I saw that and I just got excited. It was like one of those things you're yes, and you're like, wait, let me do some little
Well,
research.
what's right now? Technically, what's the first movie scheduled to come out?
New Mutants.
You mean? Oh yeah, or not Hinged. Yeah, that's
Oh.
right. I saw it. They dropped a new trailer for that too.
I haven't seen the new trailer for that new Tom Holland movie with Robert Pattinson.
It could be good.
Here it looks decent. Next. Oh, Cowboy Detective Giant Bugs. The Origin of the Bee movie. Let's watch that.
All right.
Look, there it is, giant spider.
Great. Looks really good.
What's streaming?
I wonder how soon Unhinged is gonna go from theater release to digital.
Ooh, top.
I give it
Few weeks.
like 2 or 3 weeks.
Hold on.
Point $300,000.
Wait, real quick. The top. These are the. I think just right now. Number 4, Jurassic Park. Number
Wow.
2 is Episode 5.
Inside Out. Just,
Because theaters are still showing some of them.
but yeah.
Like drive-ins are showing
Drive-in.
Jurassic Park.
There's Peninsula.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, coming soon to theater.
Soonish.
Mulan.
Nikola
Ooh,
Tesla. movie?
I
Tesla.
downloaded that.
Okay.
Ooh, I didn't know they were doing it.
Ethan Hawke is Tesla.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
New
would be-
Mutant, 28th.
If they do it right.
The Personal History of David Copperfield. I actually heard that is okay.
Okay. I hope in the Tesla movie that they don't. I want to see the technical, that genius part of it. I hope they capture the fact that he was fucking weird.
Oh yeah, like when he was talking to like
Like,
Bird before he died.
Weird, like shut in, recluse, like yeah.
Yeah, fucking. Because like everything that happened with him, like Edison electrifying the elephant to prove him wrong, like
Right.
hey this, but nobody ever talked about any of that shit.
Yeah. I hope they.
Tenant, Bill and Ted, Iron Woman, Two Heart, The Kingsman.
I like those movies. I like the Kingsman movies.
Uh-huh.
I'm not super excited about this one.
I honestly forgot about it.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm
I think it's
excited.
gonna be a fun movie.
I mean, I'm sure I'll enjoy it and I'll go see it, but kind of.
Wonder Woman, It Calls by Candyman, which Candyman used to fucking freak the
Yeah.
shit out of me when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Split House,
That one's been coming a long time.
Connected, Come Play.
Look, if the theaters open up, there's gonna be a backlog of movies. Like we should have like a blockbuster every week.
Yeah.
You'd hope, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think as bad as it
Fucking
sounds,
Black Widow.
say the theaters open tomorrow, they may actually wait a couple weeks because they have to wait like a month or so.
Well, yeah, you gotta do
before,
marketing.
No, just to make sure it actually stays open.
Oh,
You don't want to be like
the first.
Tenet, Black Widow. Then they're like,
Yeah.
we're closed
Then
again.
money
Then they
and
go,
distribution,
never mind.
yeah.
Plus, if you get a bunch of people who pre-purchase a bunch of tickets and it closes, they're
if
gonna have to
they're-
refund that.
Clifford
shit.
the Big Red Dog.
No time.
They're
to
finally
die.
doing what Louis C.K. wanted. The backstory of Clifford.
That movie's weird. Soul. About everybody dying.
It's.
Pretty
I
much.
mean,
It looks weird. It looks.
yes and no, but like if you think about it, it's a it's kind of neat because depending on how good it is, it might make it really easy for parents to explain the concept of death to their kids.
Yes.
Like, no more having to have that awkward conversation when the dog dies.
Free Guy, December. I forgot, that was supposed to be out in July.
That has me excited, but I hope it doesn't turn into another RIPD.
Yeah.
Like, neat concept, you know, even if, you know. Just
I'm excited for Dune.
Yeah. I'm
super excited.
Pretty excited for that.
I didn't know they were making a second Crude.
The Crudes? The first one did pretty well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the first one was,
first one
But it was once
was
again
a low key
so
hit.
long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I know animated movies take a while, but
Give
they
me more
fucking...
Nick Cage. I'm for it.
I love everything.
The
Nick
Last
Cage.
Duel.
Nick Cage is awesome.
And how
Mortal
Emma
Kombat
Stone
remake.
actually kind of looks like the cave girl, a little bit. The face.
Who? What?
Emma Stone, like they did her character.
Oh,
in
yeah,
Cruise,
yeah,
and it
yeah.
looks like her.
This movie looks pretty good.
Rumble?
Yeah. It's World Wrestling. It's World Monster Wrestling.
Nice.
They're all giant monsters.
I'm really upset that John Goodman's not in that movie. Because I feel like he, you know.
Antler.
I like who they casted for that Mortal Kombat movie.
Who is
Yeah.
Sub-Zero is that dude from The Night Comes For Us, that movie on Netflix.
Is it?
The Night Comes For Us.
I'm seeing.
Same actors as The Raid, but he's in The Raid. He's in the first Raid,
Okay.
and then but just he's the
Oh,
main
I know
character
you're
in The
talking
Night
about.
Comes For Us.
This is so weird.
What?
Like, looking at movies right now, because, like, there's just... We looked through maybe, like, 10 pages, and we only saw, like, maybe 30 movies or 20 movies. It's just weird. Because there's nothing coming
Yeah,
out.
it's usually just fucking.
Movie. Like, this bad one, this good one. Now it's just like, we got these one, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, the director from Aquaman.
And the guy who plays Scorpion, I don't know his name, but you'll know his face when you see him. Or is it Raiden or is it Scorpion?
Oh, he's playing Scorpion.
Yeah.
Not a samurai.
Oh, shit.
He always plays a samurai.
Yeah.
So he's playing Scorpion.
So James Wan is directing the new Mortal
Yep.
Kombat. Then it will be good.
And
Wait,
Is
playing
it
Jax?
supposed to be a reboot?
Oh, the
Yeah.
guy from Supergirl.
Oh.
Who?
Ooh.
Him.
Yeah. No.
Real quick.
Oh, who is he? Jack?
Jax, yeah.
Hold on.
he's not big enough.
He looks.
Oh, no.
kinda
Oh, he's
skinny, yeah.
big. No, he's
Oh,
big.
he's
That's not
big.
wrong.
He
He's
looks-
jacked.
Because in that picture, he
jacked.
looks small.
He's
Oh
just
no,
not,
he's
he's
just not who I would
jacked.
expected.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he'll just bulk up super hard for the role.
He doesn't have to.
Or is he? So you're saying he's a big
huge.
dude?
Yeah, he's
a big
big.
man. Alright. In that picture, he doesn't look
Yeah,
big.
I was saying Supergirl. He plays Guardian.
Looks kind of skinny.
No, he posted pictures that he got fucking jacked.
You'd have to. I mean, Jack's a
Jack's got a
big
metal
dude,
arm.
big frame, you know. Oh, okay. He's okay.
I guess with the mustache. I don't know. It's just the
Yeah, like-
rolls. They is okay. That looks.
Yeah.
God
okay.
damn.
Like,
But when you look at like his neck and head,
Yeah,
you
it
would
does
never
look-
guess that's what's going
Yeah.
on below there.
Yeah. Boy got yoked.
His neck and
He's
head,
on
like
all of the supplements.
if it wasn't for this movie, like you look at his body and be like, that is not sustainable on
like
him.
Vitor opens up, see that picture. He's just like, oh shit.
Yeah, like I said, no, when he posted, like, when they said they casted him, I saw that picture, because I was like, same thing, I'm like, okay, then I saw a picture, I was like, Jesus, that boy's just like, what's up? He's jacked.
Yeah. I mean, all right, whatever.
No, I mean, no, that body works, but the picture, I just would never guess.
No.
You know,
Bad-
it
bad
looks like a
picture is
forced
like-
frame on him for sure.
But one of those things that he may be the best actor to do that stuff, because none of these people are big actors.
Right.
So it's not like it's one of those ones you're like, oh man, it's this guy and this guy and
Who's
this guy.
who do they have casted for Luke Cage?
Who's Raiden? They're not gonna bring back
Oh,
what's
God.
his face?
You'll know his face when you see
What the
him.
hell is his name? I love him as Raiden.
The guy from fucking Highlander.
Yeah, I never remember his name, but I love him as Raiden. Just the whole, like, raspy,
Raiden.
like,
He
low
was in
voice,
Thor.
you know. Who's
He's
playing
in
him?
Oh yeah.
Great choice. He plays the captain, the other captain that joins teams with the other captain. And he's like, all right, we hate each other, but we'll work together. We'll fuck these aliens up.
That's Liu Kang.
Where's Luke?
Oh, he
Luke
was
Kang?
the Black Ranger.
Oh, Black Ranger from
Let me
Power
see. Let me
Rangers.
see. What's he look like?
Yeah.
As Luke Kang?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Is the guy originally played? Is he doing anything like?
No.
Was that the only thing he was successful in? Was Mortal Kombat?
Yes.
And not because of him, but because it was Mortal
No,
Kombat.
he was at Beverly Hills Ninja.
Yep.
Oh. All right.
Wanna come back. Alright. I mean, James Wan's is attached. You sure he's directing, not producing?
I think he's directing.
He's just
it.
producing. I don't think he's directing.
Wait, what's the IMDb
He's
on it?
not directing that.
Hold on.
He's a producer.
What is it? 5.8? Yeah. It's,
All right,
That's
let's
alright.
see.
Christopher Lambert.
what? Christopher Lambert? Yeah, it was Lambert. Yeah.
Oh, he was in Death Race.
Death Race Inferno. Sleeping Dogs video game. All the Death Races. Death Race 2.
So when's the last thing? He's in the first Death Race. The
He's
first
in-
one was
He's
decent,
in DOA.
but it was a good. It was
Wait, he was in Street Fighter.
that was
The
good.
Legend of
Freighter.
Franklin. Yeah.
Can't be
Which was the
switching
remake
sides.
with the fuck's her name?
Huh?
No.
The chick who played like Lana Lang.
Yeah.
in, Smallville.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that movie was awful.
All right.
It was really bad.
Oh no, director.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, the Russos are doing the Greg Russo.
No, that's not the Russo
No.
brothers. That's Joe and Anthony.
Oh, this guy's just doing that.
Yeah, it's like a new director.
Mm.
I thought he. Oh, he was supposed to be the director.
I think James Wan's producer. I want to say, but he's not the director.
Death Note 2 and Resident Evil.
Did you like the first Death Note movie?
Hold on. Yes, I like the first one, which was the Japanese one.
Okay, I'm sorry. Did you like the one with
Willem Dafoe.
Willem
Willem
Dafoe.
Dafoe was sweet.
Well, of
but
course,
no-
Willem Dafoe is always
but no,
great.
they rushed it and they never.
I
really
agree.
No, the original one that was actually brought from Japan. That
Yeah.
one was good.
Yeah.
I actually went to Novi and actually seen that in theaters.
Yeah. The only thing I like about that one is William Dafoe.
Yeah, he plays.
Because he looks like a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Without
he's
makeup.
No, he
Yeah,
is.
he, like the voice just fits.
Oh yeah, no.
Hey,
The voice
if
fits.
William
Perfect
Dafoe
perfect
had
casting.
regular
Yeah.
clothes came in your bedroom at night, you'd be like, oh my god!
Which is scary. The way they introduce him by himself.
You're just asking for some coffee. Like,
I want a William
coffee.
Dafoe Joker. William
One
Dafoe
of the-
Joker, I think would be great.
Ooh.
Funniest quotes
Yeah.
He's got
about
that
Willem
smile.
Dafoe
Yeah, he
was
does.
some director or something. They did something where he was nude, and they said something about Willem Dafoe's like penis just being like it made him feel like uneasy.
Everything
about him makes you.
No, there is a movie though that it's a really fucked up movie where he's naked all the time and there's like lots of like real sex in it, but it's a stunt cock. It's not him. I forget the name of it, but it's a fucked up movie. Like it's super messed up.
I don't know, maybe that is.
Yeah, no, I'd have to look it up, but I
Yeah.
didn't.
Oh no, sorry. The director said it was confusingly large.
Confusingly large. Well, William Dafoe looks like he's kind of this really skinny dude, you know.
But that's just a weird quote. Like,
Yeah. He's confusingly large. Yeah. It would have been better if
That's
he's
so
like,
terrible.
it's like small but huge at the same time. It's really confusing.
So, what do you guys want to talk about next week?
I mean, I wouldn't mind. I mean, we can do the Umbrella Academy, or
We gotta
Yeah.
do the Umbrella Academy.
I think that'll take a
Yeah.
solid hour or more to really unpack. You know,
Yeah.
there's a lot.
well, we can talk a little bit about
I'll watch.
the Lovecraft County if we start it.
Yeah.
I'm
Maybe
excited.
actually Tax Collector. I know Patton made it the farthest. You finished yet?
No, halfway, and then I watched Umbrella Academy. Never came back to it yet.
That's not a good sign.
Uh-oh.
That or Project Power?
Oh, I mean, the other one's better.
Project Power. Yeah.
No.
All right, everybody. Don't forget to share our new page, subscribe, tell your friends,
Tell your
and
mama.